Hello, welcome to another tutorial with Aaron. In this lesson, we're going to continue our ear training and we're going to be learning progressions. So, what is a progression? A progression is a number system or a sofa system on the piano that has been arranged in order, and then it repeats itself, and it is in a pattern. That is a progression. And then what we are learning is in relation to songs or music. So you can have a progression of a song, and that particular progression can have more than 10,000 songs using that same progression or using that same pattern in its composition. So, with that being said, we're going to be learning simple progressions. Now, let me give you an example of a progression. An example is a 1-2 progression. It means that we're going to be playing the chord 1 and then the chord 2 in the song that we're going to be playing. So that is an example of a progression. So let me give you the song, which is a simple song that I taught in all my lessons. I like using it like don't worry, ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Don't worry, ta-da-da-da-da. So 1, then 2. You maintain the 2, then back to 1. So this is just a simple progression that I just brought your attention to explain to you what a progression is. So this is one of the simplest progression that you can get. Now, there are a lot of complex progressions out there, but all those complex progressions are a combination or a merger of simple progressions fused together. So any song that is very complex in progression, if you sit down and listen, you will find components of simple progressions at play. What will progressions do for you? Learning progressions on its own without learning songs will help your ear to adapt to the sound of chord 1, chord 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1. So what will happen is that when you're listening to a song and then you hear chord 6, you know how chord 6 sounds. Now, irrespective of the key, whether you're playing C sharp, A flat, B flat, E flat, G, A, it doesn't matter. Chord 6, which we are going to be playing as a minor chord, sounds the same. Okay. The sound of chord 6, irrespective of the key, sounds the same. The only difference is either a high pitch or a high pitch of one key than the other. For example, if I'm playing a chord 6 in key C, which is A minor, and then I'm playing a chord 6 in F, D minor sounds a little higher than A minor, but they sound the same. Not for example, let me explain this to you. This is chord 1, this chord 1, this chord 1. They are all the same, they sound the same. This F sounds the same as this F, but difference in pitch. One is lower, one is higher. This is a chord 6 in C. This is a chord 6 in key F, but they sound the same if it is being put into a progression. Don't worry, you understand it later on. I don't want to get above what I'm doing, so I want to explain things to your understanding so that when I start teaching, I can always fall back to my explanations to let you know more. So without much ado, the whole point of this lesson is progression is the key, or learning progressions as a course or as a lesson will help you train your ear without you knowing, because people don't normally practice progressions. Once they start learning chords, they learn the progression of the song, play the song, keep on learning different songs till now their ears are automatically trained. But if you were to tell them to find the progressions of some songs, in as much as they can play some songs very beautifully, they can't get the progression. Then they'll be like, how were you able to get a progression? And the funny thing is that most of the time there's no keyboard around you or piano around you and you're able to get a progression. They are like, what is going on? Progressions will help solve all these challenges for you. Practice progressions as an exercise. Focus on listening to the sound coming from the progression. Be acquainted with the progression, and then at the end of the day, anywhere that progression is being played, you'll be able to identify it. So see you in the next tutorial, where I begin sharing with you the first progression and subsequently other progressions that you would need to learn to help you be able to hear and play at a go. Thank you for being a part of this tutorial. See you in the next. Bye-bye.